Live from Miami, we are with NewsNation Politics, powered by The Hill. Just a short time ago, The Hill's congressional reporter Emily Brooks sat down with the House Speaker Mike Johnson for an interview about the work ahead for the House. Now, in their conversation, he called the national debt the #1 issue facing our country.
The #1 threat to our nation right now is our debt. It's not China, Russia, Iran, or North Korea, it's the debt. And we take that very seriously. Congress has kicked the can down the road for decades, and we're out of road. And so we understand that it's our responsibility to fix this, to change the trajectory that we're on, and that will be the greatest lasting contribution that we can make for our children and grandchildren and for everyone.
Full panel here with me now. Mick Mulvaney, former chief of staff in the first Trump administration, NewsNation contributor. Hannah Brandt, political correspondent for our Nexstar Washington, D.C. bureau. Michael Schnell is the congressional reporter for TheHill.com. And Kurt Bardella, NewsNation contributor. Hello to you all. Thanks for being here. Nice to have you in. Some pretty good stuff there from our colleague, Emily Brooks. Before we dive into that one soundbite there, what was your takeaway overall listening to this conversation with Emily and the House Speaker?
There was one significant policy statement that Johnson made. He opened the door to increasing the debt limit with help from Democrats. Now, Johnson's initial plan was to put this in that big, beautiful reconciliation bill, that GOP-only bill. It makes things easier. But the debt limit is becoming one of the more thornier parts of that package. Hardliners are demanding deep spending cuts. Moderates aren't going to be on board with that. You mentioned the slim majority. It's basically a zero-win opportunity. Johnson seems to be coming to that realization and saying it's likely going to be stripped out of reconciliation, potentially to be done with Democrats. The problem with that is President Trump on a number of occasions has said that he doesn't want to give Democrats a point of leverage.
He doesn't want that.
He has on a number of occasions also criticized the deal Kevin McCarthy cut with former President Biden to raise the debt limit. So this isn't a Johnson versus Trump issue per se. It's Johnson recognizing that legislating in his conference is going to be very difficult.
Not going to be easy. Your big takeaway?
I think just how in lockstep Speaker Johnson seems to be with the Trump administration. We really haven't heard him dissent from them at all. And yes, it's early on, right? We're in week 2 now, is it?
Right.
But so far, we haven't seen a lot of disagreements between him and the administration.
What about what he just said there? The #1 threat to our nation is our debt. It's not China, Russia, or North Korea.
Well, that's not the argument that Republicans made when they ran for re-election and the president ran for president all of last year. So that's news to me. I thought immigration was the greatest threat confronting our country. I thought the Biden administration's mishandling of the Mideast was the greatest threat in our country. I mean, they keep moving the ball here, and ultimately there is a big divergence here in if you're going to address the national debt and get a rein on spending and have a balanced budget. You can't do that and then do all the things in this big, giant reconciliation bill that they're talking about. Those are incongruent.
So it occurs to me that there's always different audiences, Mick. And when Mike Johnson says that there in Doral, sitting next to congressional Republicans, who's he talking to?
I have no idea. I've sat
so then what do you make of what he said there?
I've sat in that room. Okay, I've been to 6 of those meetings, right? And as a member, I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, why am I here? I've heard these same speeches again and again. If I had $1 for every time I had a Republican leader say, we've kicked the can down the road for too long, I could pay off the debt. Okay? The rubber's going to meet the road on the spending bills that they pass, and I just want to know how they're going to pass a spending bill that spends less money. I don't see it. So yeah, if I'm a fiscal conservative, I'm a member of the Freedom Caucus, I'm down there. Look, I like the fact that Mike Johnson is going to say this. I don't expect the world to change.
All right. One of the other big stories in Washington today, the pause that the Trump administration wants to go forward with. It's been put on hold. It's a temporary pause on federal loans and grants, and a judge has put that on hold. Here's what the House Speaker had to say.
It is a temporary pause. For some programs, it could be an hours-long pause. It is not a big thing. Some of the programs have already been approved. But this is I believe, an application of common sense. We want to make sure that the executive orders of the new president are being fully complied with regard to these programs. So I think these will be quick reviews. I don't think this is a big major interruption of programming or anything, and it specifies in the OMB guidance that any direct aid to individuals is not included in this.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below.
to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.